Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the basement of PBR Studios here. I mean, PBR Productions, the greatest of all time. When you come around here in Perkasie to Positively Perkasie, the only First Friday show in the region, and we're bringing it.
Right here at PBR Productions. We're having an awesome time. Richard, thanks you for showing up. Joe Ferry, unfortunately, couldn't make it in today, but hopefully we'll hear from him a little bit later in the show.
You absolutely know that Joe could not go a First Friday without at least making an appearance, right?
Even if he has to come in virtually through the magic of the internet.
He will be here. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for that. He's Nate Hall and Rich Curtis. Good to see everybody here as we get into a jam-packed November. Hopefully you made it through October okay?
Yeah, we had a busy October, but we made it through, and now we're excited about November. A lot of positive, awesome stuff's happening here in town.
You're not
kidding.
Can't
wait to get started and looking over some of this awesome stuff that's going on here.
Well, we're going to get through this in just a little bit. The show officially starts now. Ladies and gentlemen, sit down, grab a glass of wine, and welcome to Positively Perkasie, your #1 First Friday show on the airwaves. All right, welcome back inside the studio here. I'm here with Mark Gibson. It's so nice to see a Perkasie resident down here hanging out with us on a First Friday. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Let's start right with this. First of all, that is not a Pennridge accent. So where is that from?
It's Philadelphia.
That's it. I can hear the jawn coming out of there.
Southampton, England.
There it is. And you made it all the way here because you fell in love.
That's how it happens, right? You know.
Well, those Pennridge Ram girls, I mean, it's the best in the business. So that's obviously why you end up here.
Exactly what happened.
But today is something special, and we bring you in because my man right here is making some serious headlines. I'm talking some big news coverage for a huge feat. And I'm not talking about a huge feat, a gigantic feat. Tell us what you're doing.
Well, what I'm going to try and do is celebrate my 60th birthday coming up in 2 weeks' time. I'm going to head down to the Art Museum steps, and I'm going to see if I can run up and down the famous Rocky Steps 880 times until I get to the height of Mount Everest. So I'll basically be running from sea level to the top of Mount Everest, back down to sea level.
You understand how insane that sounds, right? For a 60th birthday party, you literally want to run up and down the Rocky Steps.
That's going to be the plan.
And this is not something that is unique to you because you've got some, I'm going to put it to you this way, and I'm going to say it the nicest way possible. There has to be something loose up here with all these crazy things that you've done in your past. He has created some, or you've completed some amazing feats.
I usually try and get one crazy idea in a year. Yeah,
so give us an idea of some things you've done in the past.
Well, last summer was that was a big bucket list one. I rode my bicycle from Santa Cruz to the Jersey Shore. So that's 3,400 miles. Solo by myself, right across country on a bicycle for about a month. That's
incredible.
And, that was amazing.
And you were by yourself, a lot of time to think. Now I'm a cyclist as well. I might go 30 miles and be like, perfect ride. You're going cross country. How many stops did you make to go all the way through?
Well, it was 31 days on the road, so I was averaging between 100 to 150 miles a day.
That's incredible. And now we move to the Art Museum steps.
Right.
I wouldn't even be able to guess how long this is about to take you. So is this an hour for a man in your shape, a week journey? What are we looking at?
This will take me, if my calculations are correct, between 22 to 24 hours. But chances are pretty good it's going to go longer than that because I'm going to slow down towards the end.
What kind of pit crew are we talking for this? Are we saying like you're white, you're married, you have a son as well who's joining you on some of these feats, right?
He does, yeah. Tim was with me when we rode skateboards to Canada a couple of years ago. We took a couple of skateboards down to Washington, D.C., and we rode them capital to capital to Ottawa, Canada. And at that point, I hadn't been on a skateboard in 38 years. I basically learned as I went.
This is incredible. You just jumped on a skateboard. Your son's like, come on, Dad, we're going skateboarding.
Let's go do this.
And then you get there.
Yeah, we made it.
And honestly, like the feats just keep growing. So now here we are in 2020. You need something huge, and you said, you know what? We're not just doing this for nothing. We have a really great idea. And tell us who you're partnering with and what's going on with that.
What we're doing is we are raising funds for Alex's Lemonade Stand to help them in their fight against childhood cancer. And so if anybody out there is interested in becoming a sponsor, we call you Sherpas. You're going to be Sherpas. Jump on board the expedition.
That's such a great call. I like that.
Yeah, you can go right to the site, highbarperformance.com. We'll give you a link to the Alex's Lemonade Stand. And become a Sherpa. Join us on the expedition.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to be a Sherpa? Especially, those are the cool guys on the trip. I mean, they're the know-hows, the guys getting it done. Everyone else is paying the Sherpas. It'll be nice for the Sherpas to give back here to help you on your journey. So look, I know you've been getting a ton of press for this, which is great, and it's going to keep going. We got a little clip from PBS. I do want to show it because you do look awesome on camera. I know we're seeing it here, but guys, let's roll this clip. Let's take a little look here.
I'm not under any illusions.
As he prepares to climb the steps to the Philadelphia Museum of Art more than 880 times, Perkasie's Mark Gibson is steeling himself for the challenge.
This will break me at one point. Psychologically, I'll be in the dumps and hating myself and regretting even starting it. But having been through that before, I know that's temporary.
Gibson has been training and is set to scale 29,029 feet, the equivalent of the height of Mount Everest, by running up and down the iconic Art Museum steps. And as a personal challenge to celebrate his 60th birthday, he plans to do it all in one marathon attempt.
I calculated it out. It's actually 880 times. It'll work out as 889.6. So I'll go the extra 4 feet or so, just to round it out. But 880 times up and down. If I do like a 4-hour nonstop run up and down the steps, that gets me about between a quarter and a fifth of the way there. So I'm guessing this is going to take around 18 hours if I'm have a great day.
I got to ask, because the one thing that gets me is, what are you worried about most? You said it's going to break you at some point. Mentally, it's going to be a struggle. But what are you worried about most? Is it blisters? Is it something I'm not even thinking of?
No, fortunately, one of the toughest things I'd done before this was a 100-mile race down the Florida Keys. And that was my first really long-distance crazy adventure. And I got some great advice from one of the ultra runners, one of the stars of the ultra runner world. I said I was concerned about blisters. And she said, oh yeah, the best advice for dealing with pain and blisters and the discomfort is to ignore it. She said, suck it up, buttercup. You signed up to do something that's going to be painful, so just embrace it and keep going.
You're a strong man.
And so that's basically the tactic, is you just suck it up and keep going.
Is that what you tell your gymnasts? Because you're also the owner of Boing right here in Perkasie.
Right in town, yeah.
And that's where I saw, and that, by the way, was an excellent package all the way through. And I got to learn a little bit more about you. But you were a gymnast. You were assistant coach for the USA team. And now you're with Boing, and you're giving back to the community, bringing people in there, teaching them to do just kind of what you did.
Yeah. Well, basically, the kids we have now are a lot younger. I mean, I've taught high-level competitive in the past, and I was kind of tough on those guys. But now we just have fun.
Yeah, which is what it's all about, and that's what's so great to see. Well, listen, give us one more time. Alex's Lemonade Stand, but you have your website. Can you give it to us one more time?
That's highbarperformance.com.
highbarperformance.com. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go home this weekend, and this isn't me lying to you. I'm going to become a Sherpa because this is a great thing for Perkasie to do. Yeah. I'm so proud of you and what you've accomplished already and who you're supporting and how you're supporting, and it all starts with that first step. So we wish you luck. The entire town of Perkasie will be behind you, but we thank you for being here today and joining us for First Friday.
Well, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's pretty cool. How about this? The best name for a band ever, Slim and the Percolators. You guys know the drill. We got some of the best live music right here from PBR Productions, and it hits right now. Yeah.
Down to the town, got myself some beer. I went down to the town. shovel, and then your mind gets clear. When I'm up in a juke, step up on that stage. Well, I'm here in a juke now, step up on this stage. I did the South Street Shuffle track bourbon while I played. Sing with me, baby. You do the South Street Shuffle.
South Street Shuffle.
You do the South Street Shuffle.
The South Street Shuffle.
You do the South Street Shuffle.
South Street Shuffle.
You do the South Street Shuffle.
The South Street Shuffle.
You do the South Street Shuffle, and then you head on home. Take 'em there, percolator. I see some fine ladies dance on, might just throw a line. I see some fine ladies dance on, might just throw a line. You do the South Street Shuffle, have yourselves a time. Well, I stumble out, feeling mighty fine. I stumble out, feeling mighty fine. I did the South Street Shuffle and got to work by 9. Sing it with me, fellas. You do the South Street Shuffle.
South Street Shuffle.
You do the South Street Shuffle.
South Street Shuffle.
You do the South Street Shuffle.
South Street Shuffle.
You do the South Street Shuffle.
South Street Shuffle.
You do the South Street Shuffle, and then you head on home. Let me take you there. Let's boogie.
Let's Boogie is right. I'm giving them a little clap right there. Guys, that was Slim and the Percolators. My question was the skinny guy in the front who was singing Slim.
I believe so.
Yeah, you got to think, right?
We always have great musicians down here with the Sunday sessions. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, those guys did a great job. Do you have a favorite all-time Sunday Sessions band?
I really liked a band called Flip. They were really good.
Brought some energy.
One of the first bands we had down here.
All right, cool. See, everybody has a cool one they remember. I like those guys. Those guys had a good vibe. So it's November.
Yes.
We're officially through October. We got the candy. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
Here we are in November, which I will tell you this, bears the fruits of the greatest holiday of all time, which is?
Of Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. It's Christmas without all the worrying of having to buy stuff.
Yeah, and the mashed potatoes, the turkey, the sweet potatoes,
Yes.
all of that.
Oh my gosh.
Of course
You can
I'm gonna
pass
talk
out
about
in the
food.
chair.
Yeah.
You wake back
Turkey
up, you
combo.
haven't missed anything, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to consider that something that I'm very thankful for. It is a month we always give thanks around the table. You got to tell me, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for this awesome area, Perkasie, that helped us build our business here. Really, everybody in the community has helped us, and we're trying to give back to them. What are you thankful for?
Well, it is my 10-year anniversary, Nate, so I'm thankful for my wife. Honey, happy anniversary.
Wow.
We're going out to dinner later. I'm thankful for Maze right next door.
Nice.
They're going to be cooking me up a heck of a meal. So
I can't wait. I want to try that at some point. I've been talking about it, been thinking about it. But
you realize it's this far from where we're sitting right now. Like,
Yeah,
it's a
I could
street
walk to
away
it.
that way.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Speaking
we'll
of
get you there.
getting married, producer and director couple in the control room, Heather and Corey, just got married. And they also had the Sunday Sessions band, Two Rocks Rye here. So got a little bit of encore.
They
with
got
that.
married right here, right where we're
Right
sitting.
here, right where we're standing.
Oh, there's a lot of love
yeah.
in this room. There's a lot of love in Perkasie right now. Congratulations to them. We went out to the farmer's market, and we wanted to hear what Perkasie had to say. What are you thankful for? Check this out.
I'm thankful for food and water.
I am thankful for my family and friends.
Very thankful for a nice fall day. Nice sunny.
I was very thankful for some wonderful downtime with the family through the quarantine. And now, we're thankful for this lovely weather and beautiful fall season.
Health, happiness, being around people who I love.
Beautiful weather and our dog. This year I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to have a job because I know a lot of people right now are struggling. It's wonderful to be here and be part of a small business community.
And I am thankful for my family and my work.
Thankful for the family we actually still get to see.
This year I'm thankful for being closer to family because of quarantine and being stuck with this one.
And I'm thankful for family, good health, even in the wackiest time, 2020.
I am very grateful for the farmers market and all of the awesome volunteers that made it possible this year.
I guess I'm thankful for that we're coming to the end of this year and we're all healthy and we get to be together as a family and we're getting to be out of the house now and then.
And I'm thankful for my family and the wonderful community that we have around here.
And I am grateful that I have a family who gives me stuff and I love them.
A couple things I'm thankful for. Definitely the community around the farmers market. Everyone here is just so nice. All of our neighbors are super cool.
I'm thankful for my family and also the market because there's so much community and I just love it here.
I am thankful for not only my family and friends and my job, but for all of Perkasie and the farmers market, and I'm thankful that there will be a 2021.
So much to be thankful for. It was so great to hear from all those Perkasie residents.
That was amazing. Very touching stuff. Very, very.
Hit you. It'll give you a positivity bump that we need right now.
Exactly.
And I'll tell you what, sometimes it's hard to find that positivity bump. Maybe you're somebody that looks, I just need someone to tell me, hey, Richard, you should be happy right now. I'm like this. Okay, yeah, I'm happy right now. But some people have that hard to find, kind of like me. So let's bring in Erin Eagle. She's with us on Zoom today. She's part of St. Luke's Health Network, and she's a therapist. So Erin, good morning, afternoon, and good evening. How are you? Listen, we're so happy to have you on today because this is a time that we all really want to find that happiness, right? So you tell us, what can we do to find that gratitude in life right now?
What can we do to find that gratitude right now? So there's a lot of things that we can do. And this time of year has been a lot of stress as we go into Thanksgiving. We start thinking about family and friends, and with COVID, I know it's going to be limited how much family we can see. So a couple of simple ways to include more gratitude in our day-to-day lives is starting a gratitude journal. So just having a notebook, and I think it's often easiest to have that as something you keep beside your bed, and before you go to sleep at night, just writing down a couple small things throughout the day, or making it a goal to write one thing.
Is that something too as well, like, you know, my kids could do? I have a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old. Granted, it takes my 6-year-old a very long time to like write words like the cat or bat, but if he's happy for it, put in that time to give him the opportunity to be grateful.
Absolutely. I mean, he could even draw a picture.
Perfect. See, that's why you're a good therapist. You know how to turn that around really well.
Yeah, make it flexible. And some people keep these lists and try to add one thing a day. So that one's easy. I think if you're having a hard time, you can keep a list and put it in a place in your house where you're going to see it a lot. So maybe like the bathroom mirror or on your refrigerator. One of my favorite ideas, and now you could do this individually or as a family, is to have a gratitude jar. So a mason jar or something like that. And as your days go by, when something happens, could be something small, something big, that you do feel grateful for, writing it on a small piece of paper.
It's a great idea.
And putting it in the jar. And so maybe on a day that things aren't going so well, you can pull that out of there, pull a couple ideas out of there, or pieces of paper out of there, and say, oh yeah, you know what? That's right. I do have, I am so grateful for my
puppy
kids.
kisses.
And
Puppy
so
kisses.
grateful.
That's what I mean. You got to be grateful.
Oh yeah.
How about you? Do you have something you'd put in the jar?
I fill up my jar with lots of things, especially puppy kisses.
Yeah.
But I'm not quite sure exactly what other things I'd put in there, but there's so many things to be grateful for. It's
Aaron, Aaron's ideas are awesome.
Yeah.
Aaron, do you have a favorite thing that you're grateful for during this time? Because you are a Perkasie resident as well. Mm-hmm. What are you most excited about with Perkasie as far as things coming up?
I'm just super excited for the Ram to open.
Ooh, you and everybody in this town, I think, right?
Get on the rooftop.
Yeah,
yes.
to see some of these new businesses moving in. It's been sad to see, the effects of, on some of the businesses with this past year, but I'm excited to see some new businesses coming in.
Where can we find you? How do we get in touch with you? I got to be honest, you had just those ideas were great. I'm ready for more. So if I want to find you, where or how can I have some time with you?
Sure. So I actually work for St. Luke's. I work out of Sacred Heart Hospital in Allentown. I can provide you my professional email. So it's my full name, aaron.r.eagles@gmail.com. If you have any questions, and
cool.
If you're interested in therapy, I certainly can direct you from there to our intake department.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out today and joining us on the First Friday event. This is something that's so great for the town, and it's because of the amazing people like you that make it so incredible. So this is my last question for you as we wrap this up. Where did you get that chair? Because that thing is the greatest chair I have ever seen in my life.
It's actually the chair in my daughter's nursery.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, listen, if you ever put that up on Facebook yard sale, I'm coming over to grab that thing. It's furry and it's incredible.
Thank you.
Aaron, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Take care.
That's good. Yeah, that's cool. I want a chair like that, but I would be grateful. I would be putting that
Yes,
in there.
Thank you for this chair to sit in.
Yeah.
She was awesome. And some good ideas here for this holiday.
Yeah, people really need ideas to keep positive, to understand, what they're thankful for, and just keep moving forward. And But speaking of which, this town is always up to something. Like,
it got dressed up over that last holiday. It got dressed up.
So, what do you think about all these scarecrows all around town here?
I have a few favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, the one right on the corner here in front of Rise and Grind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's got some spunk to it. But you have a favorite, and you were telling me a little bit earlier.
Ooh, yeah. There was a headless horseman, or a headless scarecrow out there. And I was like, well, what is that? What is all that about?
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I've noticed. And we actually Joe went out there and talked to the creator of this scarecrow.
His age might surprise you. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
All right, we're here with DJ Landis of Perkasie, 6 years old, and he's the guy who came up with this wonderful scarecrow display contest for Perkasie. So DJ, tell us how you got interested in this.
Well, last month there was a Zoom meeting from the Historical Society. I watched it with my mom, and they said about this story, so I researched it more with my mom, and he thought it was really cool. So when the Scarecrow contest came up, I was like, wow, maybe I should do that story for my Scarecrow.
Right, you guys helped him with the follow-up research, correct?
Yes, we searched, we have 100 years of the newspapers, digitized with newspapers.com, and we were able to go in and search that and send him the clipping.
We found the clipping from 1944, and we had digitally cut it out, and we sent it to him, and then he used that in preparing his scarecrow for the contest.
It was very impressive. He was very engaged. He did his homework. He knew about the trains, and when he called into the Zoom session we had with vintage photographs, he was very intrigued with the trains.
He's very well prepared, and he's done a lot of research, and he's very, very engaged.
Well, I found out that it was a 6-car express, and when he had a heart attack, struck his head on the train tunnel when he was dead, and even though he was dead, the train kept running.
How long did it keep going?
About 6 miles.
So we can definitively say, true story, not a rumor, not a ghost story, this really happened.
Yes, it really happened, and it's documented.
You are that kid.
Wow.
DJ Landis
Amazing.
is the greatest human being alive, and he's 6.
Well, he did a great job. Like, it was pretty awesome.
If I tried to do that, I wouldn't even come close to that. Nor would I know the backstory of my scarecrow, or come up with a real life scarecrow that was based off history. And DJ, congratulations,
You knocked it out of the park.
That was cool. But Perkasie, you guys showed up and you showed out all over the streets. So let's take a little recap of all your scarecrows that we saw. You saw some good ones in there.
They're amazing. They're all amazing.
Do all scarecrows have to just roll with the arms straight out approach. Like, you don't see too many scarecrows doing like that.
They're not posing. They're not styling.
I'll tell you what they are doing. A lot of uniquening, if that's a word.
Yeah.
Because that was incredible to see how much participation
Uniqua.
the town put out there.
Oh my
So
God.
congratulations to everyone that did. And I'm not sure, because our main man, Joe Ferry's not here today, if a winner has been picked. I will say,
Hopefully we'll announce one later today.
stay
but
tuned,
we don't know
because
yet.
it might happen before
Yeah.
the end of the show. Your scarecrow could win. So stay
could.
tuned. When we get that late breaking news, we'll go live like the election results have been coming in as fast as we are rolling through.
But, it's starting to get cold out. So one of the things that helps me warm up is a nice, cup of coffee. And a great place to get that in Perkasie is Rise and Grind Cafe.
Yeah, do a little sip
So
like that.
what kind of a fall treat do you like?
I guess fall treats, when you put pumpkin spice in anything. We got the Trader Joe's has pumpkin spice dusting.
Oh, dusting.
So you could put a peanut butter and jelly. I've been doing this,
Yeah.
and then pumpkin spice dusting the peanut butter and jelly. It's
And then
pretty
are you
next
like
level.
sopping up extra dusting?
Yeah. As far as calorie intake goes, I'm just happy to be out of October and going into November. So enough of that. But I'll tell you what, the spice latte over at Rise and Grind
is amazing.
Made by one of the greatest in pumpkin spice history. She goes by Brie.
Let's hear from Brie how to do this.
Hi, welcome to Rise and Grind. We're a cafe and restaurant in downtown Perkasie, and today I'm going to walk you through how to make one of our many drinks. Right now, our really popular drink is a pumpkin spice latte. So any latte is going to start with espresso. I'm going to put it right over here and pull the shot. And while I do that, I also have milk. We have oat milk, almond milk, and whole milk. So I'm going to steam the milk. Alright, so my milk's ready and so is my shot, so I'm going to add some flavor. So right now I'm showing the pumpkin spice, but we also have vanilla, caramel, chocolate, toasted marshmallow, hazelnut, white chocolate, almond, and then a sugar-free vanilla and a sugar-free caramel. So latte's going to start with putting the shot in here, and pouring the milk. That beautiful froth steamed milk. And then our pumpkin spice finishes up with some whipped cream and some cinnamon. Perfect for a cold fall day. Alright, now I'm going to show you what else we carry. So we have lots of baked goods. We have Petunia biscotti. And we have, right now we have eclairs, brownies, s'mores bars, we have some gluten-free options. We have Sweet Victory, which is dairy-free and gluten-free, and we carry cookies, blondies, brownies, and cupcakes. We always have fresh, new baked goods over here, so right now we have pumpkin muffins and blueberry ginger scone, pumpkin crumb cake, and these dunkers are really popular. You just dump them in your coffee, and they're so soft and delicious. So a lot of people are surprised to find out we have a full breakfast and lunch menu too. And we offer breakfast and lunch both all day. And we also have features. Over here we have grab-and-go breakfast sandwiches if you're just looking to grab something quickly. And then we also have...
All right. Thank you for that excellent tutorial. I don't have one of those cool milking machines. I'm going to go in and borrow theirs.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. It's kind of complicated to make that great cup of coffee at home. That's why we have a great shop like that here in town.
That's exactly why I won't be making that home and just be going to Rise and Grind and calling it a day. Yeah, it looked excellent.
Yeah, so it looks like we got some news from our news desk, the PBR news desk, come across.
Breaking news.
We have contest winners.
Yes, for the Scarecrow contest.
Yes. So, who are the winners?
Well, let's just say this. It's not 3. There were 2 good.
Yep.
We have 4 winners this year.
Ooh.
Are they walking away with any hardware? Tell you what, we're going to give you first come, first serve on the Ram. We can't do that, but we're going to promise you that right now. If you want more information, see Nate.
Wait a second. Okay, so who do we have first? Winner Between Friends Outreach.
Yeah, nicely done. Okay.
Ooh. Then we have, what is that?
Deibler Elementary.
Ooh.
Okay, Deibler. Shout out to the teachers.
And then JC Woodworking.
Good job, guys. We have one more.
All right, drum roll.
You got to think this was coming. You had to think it was coming.
DJ Landis is our winner with the headless scarecrow. Turned out
huge
awesome.
congratulations to everybody that participated in this year's contest. Guys, I mean, as far as the town goes, seeing everyone come together like that is so great. So keep supporting. Find out what we're doing next because we mentioned last show, a ton of things are coming up here in the month of December, the month of November, and we're about to get to them a little bit later, so stay with us. But for now, we headed over to Vinegar Creek constituency for a little Sunday Sessions music.
Don't greets the clouds of Sunday morning. The bells are ringing, Eau Claire de la Lune. Silver jingles in the line and it rains all the time. If it ain't raining now, it must be raining soon. In her heart she's searching for the words to tell me she no longer wants me like I want her to. And I shake my head and smile, yeah, I've known that quite a while. I just thought I'd stick around till I was sure I knew, but it's not the end. It's just a little darkness, a little darkness. It's only moonlight on the wane. It ain't love, it's something kinda like it. A little gray, a little rain. Was a child, she was an orphan, talking to the sad-eyed lady in the room. Destiny distantly shined like the Peckway silver mine, so she stuck her thumb out on the road to ruin. Sometimes it's hard to know your heart's from the diamond. Sometimes it's hard to know your heart at all. I've been dealt a losing hand and Anna called me, so I ran straight out of the frying pan, up against the wall, but it's not the end. It's just a little darkness, a little darkness. It's just like waiting to be born. If this ain't love, it's something kinda like it. A little flash, yeah, a little storm. Didn't know where she was going. She never seemed to care what fate would bring. She's always trying to catch a thrill, wild enough to get her killed, which felt better than not feeling anything. The papers ask me where she's gone and I don't answer. Locked up somewhere, maybe in her grave. Running guns or running games, always running all the same. And it don't matter to or from. The wild bird trades a cage, but it's not the end. It's just a little darkness, a little darkness. It's just like waiting to be born. This ain't love, it's something kinda like it. A little rope with a little thorn. No, it's not the end. It's just a little darkness, a little darkness. There's only moonlight on the wing. This ain't love, it's something kinda like it. gray, a little rain, a little gray, a little rain, a little gray, little rain, a little gray, a little rain.
Excellent, boys. Excellent.
Another awesome song coming from the Sunday Sessions Project. You know, one of the producers on that show, Corey Armedio, that's directing this show right now, just turned the big 4-0. So
congratulations, 40. He looks 35 in there. There he goes. How about it?
And there's Corey and Heather. They just got married.
Congrats, guys.
Yeah, after
Look at that
17
love.
years.
I love it. Good to see everybody back there. Cool
Happy
camera.
birthday, Corey.
I didn't even know it was there. Happy birthday, big dog. All right, well, check it out. Some big news going around town. I would call him the hero of PBR, but we have heroes banners going up all around the town. And to talk to us about those banners here today is Scott Bomboy. Come on in. Good to see you, Scott. How are you today? It's good to see you back here for another Zoom call. It seems like we can get you for a little bit on the important stuff going on around town. So tell us what's going on here with the Hometown Heroes Banners Project here in Perkasie.
Well, some other towns have had them locally, Lansdale and Souderton and Sellersville. When we were going to do it in March of this year, then everything with COVID happened. We had to delay that plan. And we launched a project about 6 weeks ago, and our goal was to get 100 banners up in town. The banners have pictures of people who served in the military, either currently active personnel or people from prior service. And people can pay $125 and sponsor a banner. And we hope to have them up for 2 years off and on in 6-month rotation. And the plan is to have them on 5th Street, starting at Menlo Park down to the firehouse. And if we need to have more space, we will find other space in town.
Scott, you already have somebody lined up for the very first banner. Tell us the story behind that, because it's pretty special.
Yeah, and some people may have read this in the Intelligencer. Phil Giancaficaro, who's an opinion columnist, did several stories on the uniform of J. Warren Bader. His widow is still alive. She's in her early 90s, and she had put his wartime jacket out to, I think she washed it and left it out on the porch, and it disappeared. And that really, upset a lot of people because of the significance of his service and the uniform, and there's been a hunt for it. And Phil came out and talked to the family, and the Rotary decided they were going to sponsor a banner for Warren Bader. And we talked to our vendor down in Florida who's doing the work, and he's a former Gulf War vet, and he refused to take any money for the banner. So the Rotary is going to sponsor several other people, including 2 nurses who served in World War I from Perkasie. And we presented the banner to Claudine about, I guess, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And it will be the first banner that we put up in town. And it will be in Menlo Park by the War Memorial.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for that. That sounds pretty incredible. If I'm sitting at home right now and I have somebody that I would like remembered that served actively and was a Perkasie resident, is that something they can write to you guys and say, "Hi, I have a great person that could be involved with this," or are you guys just picking them out of from what you know?
No, the way it works is you can go to a special website at militarytributebanners.org, or you can email the borough or email me. I'm not hard to find online. And you can actually fill out the form yourself online. And if you have problems scanning the picture, we'll help you with that. And then that goes directly to the banner designer and printer down in South Florida, and he will contact you and walk you through the process. So, the Lions are our sponsor, so the money goes to the Perkasie Lions. Checks go to the Lions. The borough does the administration. Militarytributebanners.org, that company does the actual fulfillment of the banners.
Well, thanks, Scott, for being here today and being with us for another great First Friday. It seems like you're a recurring character on the squad now.
I'm telling you, yeah, as a former TV person, it's interesting. But it's a great program that you guys are doing, bringing video to Perkasie, showing the positive aspects of the town. We're blessed to have so much positive activity going on. And I think the banner program it'll start going up next March. That'll be very significant for us.
You're not kidding. Thanks so much for spending your Friday with us. Now go start your happy hour, okay?
I may have to go down to the Perk and do something, yes.
That boy. Well, then, hey, we'll see you down there. I feel like that's where we're headed next. So thanks, brother. Thanks for being here today.
Okay, you're welcome.
Take care.
I could use a drink right about now.
Oh, does that the greatest segue to the next segment of all time? He brings up the Perk. He probably didn't even know we have, I like to call her a local celebrity, Taylor. She's the bartender at the
She's
Perk.
actually moved to the Old Town now, so
Yes.
right near us.
I saw the going away pictures on Facebook. I'm like, where are you headed?
Yeah.
So now she's right above us.
Yeah, now we can just walk to her, so even better. So we have Taylor Stover, and she's going to teach us how to make a drink right here at the Old Town Tavern.
Let's check it out.
Right here.
Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning back into Perkasie Live. My name is Taylor Stover. I work here at Old Town Tavern. We are celebrating our 25th anniversary this year, so make sure you come on out, stop in, check us out. Today I'm going to be doing a apple cider kind of drink, but with a little twist on it, especially with this fall weather and everything. So I'm going to do an apple cider mule. So I have my ginger beer, I have my apple cider, and we also have our Old Smoky apple moonshine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 ounces of the Old Smoky apple pie. I'm going to do a dash of the apple cider. I always like to shake it up before I add any carbonation, just so I get the flavors mixed together. And then to that, you just top with your ginger beer. Straw. And serve. Something very light, something very refreshing, a little bit different. I really like this one. Definitely come and check us out though. We have a huge variety of craft whiskeys. We have favorite flavors. We have all different vodka flavors. We still have our slushing machine running for everybody that is interested. We do cocktails in-house. We also do cocktails to go as well. We have the 16 and 24 ounce. We have a huge selection of takeout beer, 12 packs, 6 packs, 4 packs, whatever you need for any parties, gatherings for this fall festive season going on. Definitely make sure you're social distancing though. We have sanitizer all around our bar. We are totally cleaning and sanitizing every section that anybody touches, keeping up with all of that. We just self-certified for 50%, so we are safely certified here. Definitely come on down to Old Town Tavern and check us on out. We'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks, Taylor. That was excellent. My question, who drinks that drink now that she made it? You got to think Joe's there recording like he always is.
Yeah.
He's probably like, guys, I'll take
Get
this.
free drinks every first Friday, apparently.
Well, I would keep going to every bar in the city saying, can you make us something?
Yeah.
I'll drink that, sure, no problem. Well, good job, Taylor. It looked delicious, and we'll definitely have to stop up there and have a drink right there in the Old Town. So big news here. You speak of the man, you got to think he comes in. A little bit later, Joe Ferry's joining us.
Oh, yeah.
But there's been some pumpkins around town that we're going to talk about first.
Yeah, there's been a pumpkin contest all over town, and we are about to find out a little bit more about that, about the decorating of the pumpkin contest, sponsored by Remax 440.
Hi, it's Karen and Kim from Remax 440 in Perkasie. We want to thank the community for participating in our pumpkin decorating contest. We had entries from all over the country, from Canada to California. Our first place winner was Pumpkin Okio, and they had 201 votes. Correct. 201 votes, and they won a $100 gift certificate to the Perk. And in second place, we had our Cauldron entry. They had 131 votes, and they won a $50 gift card graciously donated by AGA Farms. And then we had 5 third-place finalists, and they are enjoying some sweet treats at Brown's Bakery. I know, I'm hungry. Thanks again to everyone for participating, and stay tuned to see what we do for the holidays. Bye-bye.
All right, Remax 440, thank you for sponsoring that and giving everybody something to look forward to. How about that $100 winner? She said they had people participating from all over the country. Hopefully, the first place winner that got that $100 gift card to the Perk isn't from Canada.
Yeah, well, it would be a little bit of a long trip, but worth the trip.
That French onion soup, or even better, those onion rings over there.
Yeah.
Woo, baby.
Don't get me started on them. So, What else we got going on here
Well,
in Perkasie?
there's been you probably caught this in the streets here, right on Main Street. There was a giant conga line of cars to celebrate some events that were going on. There's the
There's a fire truck.
yeah, the fire trucks. And Corey, help me out here. What was the event that everybody was supporting?
Pine to Pink.
That's right. It was the biggest thing going all over the place. Pine to Pink. The lights were turned pink. Everybody was supporting this thing.
They came all the way through Doylestown, all the way through here, the whole route.
Yep, look at that. How about that car? So it was great to see everybody participating. Did we get a final number of how many cars were in this parade? I think it had to have been well over 40 cars here. I mean, this thing was just rolling all the way through, and thank goodness the fire departments and the police officers helped get everybody through it so that parade could stay together. So it was great to see, and it was great that Perkasie showed up and was a real good message for everyone that we can all get behind this.
Definitely supported this from day one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, we look forward to hopefully having those guys back again, and it was such a success. You hope to grab them back, and part of that big success was Mr. Joe Ferry. So what do you think we bring him in? Joe, do we have you here today?
There he is.
Here, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth. Look how nice you look with that lighting over there. It's good to see you, Joe. How you making out?
Good. You guys are doing a great job. I think Nate might be Wally Pippin me here.
Nice reference, Joe. I like it.
I would hope you would catch on that one.
So there's a lot going on around this town right now.
Yeah.
We got to bring you in because there's a few things that we have to discuss. What do you want to hit first, pal?
Well, it's been mentioned a couple times, so it must be on everybody's mind. The Ram. The Ram.
Yes.
I can say definitively it's getting closer. We might have some pictures to show of that beautiful 50-foot bar.
Wow.
Look at that.
That looks amazing.
That looks like you could fit 100 people bellied up to that bar right there.
I can see it right now.
Oh,
now
my goodness.
A picture of the look at that Ram. Look at that picture, huh?
Yeah, the sky looks beautiful. The outside is definitely coming along. Very cool.
I think that makes it official. That there's actually a sign out there now. I know that Joe Wade and his staff have been interviewing people and hiring people.
Cool.
So any day now, we're going to get the announcement. I have a standing call to Joe Wade to let me be the first one to know when the doors are going to open.
Well, I'm pretty sure as soon as we find out, you're going to be the guy breaking that news. I mean, you're going to be like the Shams of NBA or Wojnarowski. Saying, my sources tell me the Ram will be open by the third week of the month or whatever it's going to be. So we look forward to that. What else is going on, Joe?
Well, tomorrow, if anybody's available, Old Glory Barbershop is having their grand opening from 3 to 6.
I saw the doors open over there today. It seems like there was people in and out. I don't know if they were customers or just getting ready.
I can get my hair cut.
Yep, Brandon's been doing a little bit of cutting, getting ready for the grand opening, but he's going to really have an event tomorrow with Mission Barbecue is going to be there. He's going to have some live music. He's going to have drinks. We're going to do a ribbon cutting at around 3:30 or so. So if you want to come out and take advantage of that, it should be a nice day. I'm sure it would be nice for you to meet Brandon and his staff. I'm sure they'd like to meet you too.
Well, let's give them a warm welcome, right? I mean, they've been patiently waiting to open those doors, as much as other businesses around here have.
You had me sold at barbecue.
Yeah, did you say Mission Barbecue? Because the boys love it. So yeah, that's a great reason to get out there and support. And I mean, Joe, I'm looking at your hair right now. The sides are getting a bit long, pal.
Maybe.
We might have to give you a nice fade. That's what's in 2020. You got to get a good fade.
Next for me is down to the bone. I just have to convince one person it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, you're not kidding. All right, now look, it's fall, Joe. And things are falling from the trees, and the worst thing you can do is jump on a ladder and try to clean the gutters yourself. What's going on?
Yes.
You might have somebody that can help us out.
Exactly. You might have seen some more gutter guys' trucks around town than normal, and that's because they've moved into their new headquarters on 7th Street, where the News Herald used to have its headquarters. Wow. I know that owners Michael McKiernan and Joshua Williams are anxious to be part of the community. We're going to have them on here one of these days as soon as they get settled in, and we're really looking forward to gutter guys being part of the community.
It'd be cool to do a tutorial on how to clean your gutters. Like, I'll pick it up, but then I'm covered in like the schlop. There's got to be a scientific way to do this. to not get
it's
covered
called-
in the dark
call it
brown,
guys.
black. Pay those guys to do it. That's the
It's called
scientific
hiring other
professionals.
guys. That's the best way to do it. Get them to do it for you. Not that you're a customer, but maybe you are, Rich. I don't know. Frocks is having their virtual fashion show on November 12th at 7 p.m. Typically, Jill has her big event in person. Of course, it's very formal. There's red ropes, there's lights, there's a feeling of Hollywood in Perkasie, if you will.
Yeah.
This year, unfortunately, or maybe it's not, they're doing it virtually. And if you want to get an invite to see what's going on, go to the Frocks Facebook page, become a part of the VIP group, and you'll have an automatic invite to that virtual fashion show.
Well, what do you think, man? That sounds pretty cool. Any other news that you want to wrap, or is that it for us this month?
Couple more items. No, hang with me here. You might have noticed a post on our Facebook page today about a contest that Maker's Mark is holding to identify the most memorable small town in America, and we think that's us.
I just saw that, Joe, and I'm loving how much love this is getting, not because I love Maker's Mark, but because they're going to do the greatest thing of all time to this town. If we can win this contest.
The winner gets a $100,000 holiday decoration display for its main street. And I think that would be amazing to have that right on Market Street. All you have to do is go to our Facebook page. You'll see it's a pinned post at the top. Very simple. You 280 characters tell the Maker's Mark why you think Perkasie deserves this amazing award, and you can post a photo, and they're going to pick one entry from probably thousands all over the country, and we hope it's going to be us.
Look, we have a reputation of success over here. You got to think the oldest tree lighting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be a chance that we can win this thing.
Especially the amount of Maker's Mark that gets drank in this studio alone.
Put that on the application, would you?
Yep. And that brings me to my final item, and it's something I know is on everybody's mind, and it's the oldest community tree lighting in the country. The good news is we are going to have a tree lighting for the 110th time.
Great.
Awesome.
However,
that is okay. Hold on, I'm holding on.
Let me give you the however. It's going to look different than what we're used to. Okay? The tree lighting has changed several times over the years based on conditions, and it's going to change again this year. PTIA and the borough, we're working on a plan to make a really memorable community tree lighting this year, but it's going to be in a different way. We're going to create an event that will be able to live on and can be enjoyed by our children and their children for years to come. These are historic times, and this will be a memorable tree lighting for sure. And we will be releasing details very soon as everything is ironed out and nailed down. But I can tell you it's going to be great. And we mentioned this in the last show, the Winter Wonderland. The plans are really moving along. 4 Saturdays starting right after Thanksgiving, shopping, dining, family holiday activities, a lot of the things that you're used to seeing at the tree lighting. Again, we'll release those details. And just know that Perkasie Live will play a big part in the tree lighting this year. We're looking forward to it.
And that's how you leave a cliffhanger, ladies and gentlemen. That's why this man is the best in the world when it comes to television, because we are showing up next month to hear those details.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm
our next show, our next Perkasie Live is on the 5th, and that's the night of the tree lighting. So we are going to be a big part of the tree lighting. And there's a little twist at the end that's going to really make people excited. So stay tuned again.
Hey, I got to give you guys a huge shout out to whoever did the election.
Yeah.
The red, white, and blue tree lighting, you know, it looked so good there on Election Day and continued on throughout the week as we still don't know the results, but the lights have continued on down there. So we want to thank, Perkasie for putting it up there. It really gave it a cool feel this year.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great decision by the borough to honor our veterans with that tree.
Well, Joe, we want to thank you for popping in here. It's good to see you on the Zoom call. Nate crushed this thing. It was good to see him out here. What do you think? You're a professional. You got to give him a grade today.
I'll give him an A. I'd have no hesitation. He was right
for
on
last
the mark.
minute replacement, not bad.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he was a good guy to sit next to.
Well, we really enjoyed having you here, Joe. But now I have my own show here, and
he's giving him the boot. Hey, well, Joe, you got to stick with us here as we say goodbye to everybody. It's been such a great First Friday again here. I mean, one of the only places around the region that's doing a virtual live First Friday every single month. So we want to thank all the viewers. Make sure you guys share it out there. Any questions, send them on in. We want to say thanks for hanging out with us for right here on Positively Perkasie's First Friday in PBR Productions basement, right here in the center of beautiful Perkasie. We'll see everybody next month for another great production. But until then, stay safe, stay happy, and we'll see you guys for the month of November, December. We'll see you next time.
This is called Wandering Around. Fell out of my pocket, landed right out on the street. Searched all around, I looked under my feet. Could not find the answers, I was all over town. Life has no lost and found, so I'm just wandering around. Called up my buddy, he said meet me at the lake. When we got there it was way too late. It was dried up and empty, so we passed one around. Life has no lost and found, so I'm just wandering around. What are you looking for? It's not enough when you're always wanting more. There's always an open door. Am I lost or am I found? I'm wandering around. Eyes are falling heavy, so I went home to bed. Tired of all these useless thoughts in my head. I'm done thinking that life isn't fair. Realize that I just don't care, and I'll keep wandering around. What are you looking for? It's not enough when you're always wanting more. There's always an open door. Am I lost or am I found?